I say models are real is of course because art and I think design and architecture always refers to a model as something which is outside of reality. The idea is as valid as anything else in this world. It's a part of the world, just like this studio and this day today with all of you being here is about production of reality. This is as real as anything gets. So the group here today is all people that I in some way or the other have an acquaintance to or know, or somebody I only know a little bit and haven't seen for quite a while. And
tea breaks, lunch, coffee,
the greatest amount.
Like a spot in
Take it back to the object in a completely different way.
A little cross in the middle. This only works if you keep looking at the cross. I mean, you can blink your eyes, move it through, you will see a mixture of what you project and what this video's projector projects. So we have a kind of a overlap between you as a projector, you as the kind of the producer of the image, and me as the producer of the image. So
the real thing is the correlation. The only problem is that we want to make it correlate the redness of the apple, or my seeing the color red, or the sunlight being red or blue. And then we start getting into trouble because we forget that the correlation, the relationship, the interaction is the reality level rather than our idea of what it is that is interacting.
And I would say we have to reframe the question and must say the color, for example, this green, is the contribution of the spectator. Because reality offers us the red, and then we add to reality, we contribute as observer, as spectator, this color. It's our contribution, so it's part of reality. If it's an idea, if it's a vision, it's a model or representation, it is part of the reality, but it is our contribution to reality.
Right now there is in Lambert House in Munich a secret work of mine where we blocked off a daylight, introduced this slide, and I had Frank, who I introduced you before, has in that space where the Kandinsky paintings done on the journey from St. Petersburg to Tunis through Germany and Italy, we, as good as we could, recorded the same kind of white lights, and that is playing in the room where those paintings are hanging. Physically, they're real as well. Where I was.
Color refuses language, you know, and so because you can't compare my sense of red to your sense of red, we don't have a way of, you know, making the comparison physical or tangible. It can only be a kind of subjective discussion.
Spitzt dann wohl so weit und dann immer erst um die Spitze rum.
Ja, ja.
Und jetzt,
ja.
mean temporality in the time it takes for me to engage in the object and how the object then has the generosity to produce me back.
In design, concept of time is actually a big challenge, right? Because in a way, when you do a new design, you speed up time, but actually in doing a new design, you're also trying to slow it down somehow. As a designer, we talked about this. Olafur actually drilled me with a lot of questions about why I'm doing what I'm doing.
What does, for instance, an object like a car design actually do in terms of convey a production or convey a relationship with the user, but also with a cityscape in terms of architecture, urban planning, and moving, and so on and forth. What does design all together? And in this case, I can say design and art, because I think an architecture, spatial theory, if you want, how does it do? How does it work?